So in this episode, I'm going to give you 3 proven retail strategies that can help you increase your profits, even if footfall stays the same, and even if you've been scared to raise your prices in the past. None of this is guesswork. This all comes as a result of me owning my own small businesses and working with hundreds of other small business owners to know what works, what doesn't, and why. So if you've ever worried about customers not wanting to come back and buy from you should you raise your price, this video is for you. So let's start with a bit of a mindset shift. And what I see most is so many business owners having pricing anxiety. And this is something that I really need you to get over. Here's the thing, right? Are you listening? You are not your customer. Just let that sink in for a second. You might love the stock that you're selling. You might buy because you love it. But ultimately, you are not the one coming in and buying all of your stock and keeping your business afloat. And if you are, you have got a real problem. Just because you wouldn't pay £60 for a candle does not mean that you won't have customers who are desperate to come in and pay £60 for a candle. If you are holding your business back based on your own inner beliefs around what products are worth, this is going to be the demise of your business. And this is what I want to help you stop today. According to a recent study, 43% of retail businesses that adjusted their pricing strategy for perceived value, not cost, saw over a 25% increase in profit. So pricing isn't just about covering your costs. It's about positioning, it's about psychology, and it's about profitability. And today, I'm going to give you all of these so that you can increase your prices, increase your profits, without losing your customers or burning out in the process. So strategy number 1. This is about value-based pricing. And here is what I see time and time again when business owners come to work with me. Most of them are pricing their products based on cost. And what I mean by this is materials plus time plus usually a very little margin equals retail price. But the problem is your customers aren't buying based on cost. They're buying what your product represents to them. So regardless of what you're selling, this is where value-based pricing comes in. And this is where we want to flip the question from what's this going to cost me to what's it worth to them. So here's an example for you. One of my clients makes hand-stitched journals and she was charging £12 and really wasn't making that many sales. So when she came to work with me, we repositioned them and we looked at them as wellness tools and spoke about how we can add benefits of journals into her customers' lives. We added a story behind each one and we raised the price to £28. Guess what happened? She sold more, not less, because the story matched the value that her ideal customers were looking for. So I want you to ask yourself, what do your customers achieve when they buy your product? What does it make them feel like? What thoughts go through their mind? Consider that, because that is what you should be pricing your products for. And if that doesn't motivate you, this might. 61% of consumers say they would pay more for a product that delivers an experience or have a personal meaning to them. Now, strategy number 2, tiered pricing. Have you ever walked into a store and seen similar versions of the same product, but for different prices? Often it's one low priced, one medium priced, and one premium priced. None of that is random. That is tiered pricing in action, and here is how it works. It's based on a psychological principle called anchoring, and it's where you set a higher price which anchors the value of your product. Customers come in and see what the highest value of that product could possibly be, whether it's in a bundle or sold on its own. And this is where your middle option becomes the safest choice for them. Because usually when presented with 3, what do people do? They go to the middle choice because they don't want to go for the cheapest one, and a lot of people won't necessarily go for the more expensive one. Most people go straight for the middle where they find it to be the best option for them. So this is where we need to make sure that your bundle, your package, your product that you are presenting in this middle option has the most amount of profit surrounding it. I worked with a skincare brand that had one £22 product. We added a 3-pack bundle at £55, and then we added a 6-pack at £95. Well, guess what sold the most? The £55 bundle. And a profit, it went up to 37% in a month. It has been proven that price tiers increase conversion rates by up to 54%, especially when you give your customers clear visual differences between each of the bundles that are available to them. This should include benefit stacks so they can clearly see what they get for each price. Remember, behind every decision that you make for your business, your customer is thinking, what's in it for me? So you need to make sure that you are answering that thought that is going through their mind for every single decision that you're making. This needs to be clear, it needs to be obvious, and your customer needs to be drawn in to what you are selling to them. And that brings me on to strategy number 3, psychological pricing. And here is what I really need you to understand. People don't buy based on logic. They buy based on feelings. And then once they're invested, once they feel this emotional attachment to your product, then they justify it with the logic. So we need to be able to tap into the feelings and the thoughts that your customers truly want and that they need. And here is where psychological pricing can help tap into that for you. The first is charm pricing. And this is where you make sure that your price ends in a 7 or a 9. Studies show that a 7 price increases sales by 24%. The next is price framing. So always show the original price next to your price. Even if you don't discount, what you could do is highlight what they would pay for the same or similar product elsewhere. You could have bundled value messaging and include language that says buy the full set and save £12, even if that's built into your profit margin. A gift shop client of mine started to introduce charm pricing and bundling with framed value. And guess what? She saw a 16% boost in average order size. Now, I want to make this really clear in case any of that has made you squirm or feel a little bit uncomfortable with doing. None of this is manipulation. None of this is evil. None of this is salesy or horrible or pushy. This is about you being an actual salesperson. This is about you being an actual business person. And it's about you understanding how humans make decisions. And you're running your business based on the way that people are thinking and feeling about the purchase that they're going on to make. And this is how you are making sure that people lean in and want to buy your products from you. Because ultimately, you didn't start your business for it just to be an expensive hobby. You started it so that people would come enjoy your products that you have for them. They would love the products that you sell, and they would come back and buy them again. Pricing shouldn't have to feel scary, and it shouldn't have to feel random. It should feel strategic, it should feel intentional, and it should give you incredibly powerful results. So here are the 3 proven strategies that you should be using in your business. Value-based pricing, and this is where you charge based on what your product means to your customer, not what it costs you. The next is tiered pricing, and give people options, and then watch your mid-tier become your best seller. And the third is psychological pricing, where you use perception, not pressure, to increase people buying from you. So here's your next step. I want you to look at the pricing strategy that you're currently using across your business and ask yourself, what am I missing? What am I not quite doing in the way in which it can connect with the way my customers are thinking and feeling when they're shopping with me? And I want you to just implement one of these strategies this week. Test it, try it, and then understand what works best for you and then refine it. Remember, nothing that you do in business is a one and done process. This is about you testing things, trying things, understanding how it lands with your customers, and then adapting it to make sure it works in the best possible way. And if you want more help specifically tailored to your business, book your free one-on-one discovery call with me. Click the link below and we will create a tailor-made map specifically for you so that you can understand how to actually grow your business, so that you can understand the holes that are missing in your business currently, the things that are holding you back, and how you can move forward feeling more confident again. And if you found this video valuable, hit the like and subscribe button and drop down underneath what strategy you are going to be trying first. You deserve to be profitable. Let's make it happen, and I'll see you in the next video.